And the success you've had on e-commerce is definitely something that we can't move past without acknowledging, you know? Because a lot of people, it's like probably one of the most competitive spaces. Everybody, it's the number one side hustle that everybody wants to do, drop shipping, you know?
But that's the problem, bro. They treat it as a hustle. And there's two types of minds in this space. Because I do business with they're out here doing $1 million days, 100 million a year in drop shipping, like raw general store drop shipping. These Asians, they ain't treating this shit like a hustle. They're bosses. They run this like a business.
Corporation.
Like a corporation. That's why they're schooling you. That's why your shit ain't working, because these guys are taking your ads. These guys are taking your products. They have better supply chains. They have better price cogs. Like they're schooling you on every department because you're treating it like a side hustle. Side hustles, what I learned in the beginning of my career, should only be the mentality applied to making your initial money.
Yeah, 100%.
Once you go from hustle mode, you need to go to boss mode.
Yeah.
What is boss mode? A person that is building long-term sustainable businesses. You cannot build long-term scalable businesses by having to force cram and force feed ads in order for your business to survive. It won't work that way. It's too annoying. It's too stressful. I don't want to rely on Zuck's algos and on Zuck's tracking in order for me to make money.
Yeah.
Why? Because as soon as Apple comes around and says, you're tracking, we're canceling that shit. Now Facebook goes to shit, right? So you can't be dependent on one single avenue. It's not going to work. So people need to start shifting their mindset. Once you have your first 100K, dude, your mindset should shift from hustle to boss.
100%, I agree. You know, there's a good quote. It says, they say, Mark Zuckerberg wasn't flipping Airbnbs when he was building Facebook. He was focusing his time on building Facebook. He didn't have any of these side hustles. And some of these side hustles, it's good in the beginning when you want to learn what you want to do many things.
And he's in a scenario where instead of him making money, which I'd already done, he comes from a family that was decent, he raised money.
Yeah.
Right? Your goal is to not have to worry about money. Whatever way you achieve that, whether your parents give you the money, whether you make your own money like we did, whether you fundraise, whatever it is, right? You need to be able to not worry about money so that you can focus on building, not hustling, dude. Hustling is cool when you're a brokey.
Yeah.
But when you have money, dude, the hustle mentality is going to keep you behind. People tell me, look, how much money do you make in a day? I don't calculate money by day. I calculate money by hour.
How much do you make per hour?
How much? My hour is valued at $2,500 to $20,000, depends on the day. That's what I value my hour at. Yeah. So I will not touch a task under.
So this hour is worth $25,000
at a minimum. For example, if you want to make $1 million a year, right, which is you should be your base goal, because nowadays your real $1 million is $3 million, based off of inflation, based off of the bullshit, based off of the amount of money that's being printed. Potentially. So you're in a situation where now you have a little bit of money. You got to be operating differently, dude. People need to be focused on elevating themselves. And the way that you do it is when money is no longer your main focus. Your focus is building. Now, drop shipping, e-commerce, social media marketing, whatever it may be, gives you the avenue and the ability to learn and make the mistakes in an easy way where you don't have an organization, where you don't have venture capital, where you don't have investors that you have to keep happy. You learn the mistakes while still making money. That's the beauty of the 21st century. That's the beauty of 2023 is that you can actually still make money. Yeah. Whereas back in the day, it was a little bit more difficult. The barrier to entry was higher.
Yeah.
But on the other side, the barrier to entry today also means that there's more competition.
100%.
So how do you beat them?
How do you beat them?
You're not a hustler. You're a business owner. That's the difference. A lot of these kids, they don't know shit about business, dude. They know how to make money. They know how to market. But business is a multidisciplinary skill. Business is a multidisciplinary skill. How to build teams, how to become a leader, how to incentivize your people, logistics, warehouse, customer service, product development, COGS, finance, taxes. Dude, the list goes on in forever. And I've done it, right? I've taught people about payment processing. I've taught people about products. I've taught people about anthropology of consumerism, how people think. I've taught people these things that are evergreen kind of ecosystems and concepts, because this idea of like, well, what Facebook ad are you using right now? How many ad sets are you running? What's your ad spend for your testing? These are all tactics. The question is, why do those things work?
Yeah. What's the method? Like, what's the mindset
The strategy, the strategy, dude. And once you have the strategy down, you just have to replicate it in other niches. Yeah. That's it.
You can take that and use it anywhere.
Correct,
apply
dude.
it anywhere.
Look how many people that were doing e-commerce and social media marketing got into crypto, got into NFTs, and did well. Why? Because they had those skills that they had previously developed that are multidisciplinary.
Right.
I like to call them interlinked.